Oh yeah, I mean, literally since the summer, we've been excited to get the pads on. Now that it's getting closer to the season, we're really excited and we're here now. So yeah, again, we're excited and ready to bang heads.
What have you learned about Adam since January? Is now he's going to be thrust into a much bigger opportunity this year.
Oh yeah, well, I've learned from Adam. He's a mature as a person. I think that's like one of the biggest leaps that he's taken. Whether it is his physical self. He was 220 when he came in. Now he's 275 right now. That's it's not easy to do. So again, his mental aspect of the game, where he's matured so much as a person, and then as physical as growing as a player, I think he's made leaps and bounds, and I'm really excited to play alongside him this year.
Anthony, how comfortable are you just kicking inside? Just all the experience that you got with those reps, potentially doing that some this season within certain packages.
Again, I've been blessed. The coaches have been able to put me in different positions. My third year, my second year, I got to play a good bit of three teching now, so I had the season needs. So whatever the coaches want me to do to be as successful as I can be and help the team out the best I can, I'm ready for it.
What have you learned about Zion and Theo as they're now finally healthy here in fall camp?
Theo's the old head of the group. He might not be the oldest in age, but he's an old soul. He's always playing the old music. He's always got his hands on his belly. But again, he brings such a connection to the group, and same with Zion. Those two guys are super connectors. You're always going to get a laugh out of them. You go sit beside them, you're going to laugh, and then when it comes to the field, they're serious. Theo's going to look you down the eye, and he's going to look like he's going to kill somebody. And same with Zion. He's so versatile, whether that's the pass game or the run game.
He just talked about you being one of the best practice players that he has. Why go so hard all the time, even in year five now, where again preseason accolades are what they are?
Yeah, I think the older guys that came before me set the standard. Guys like Brendan Spanford, Big O. I wasn't here for those guys, and then Tyler Newton. That's one guy that practiced how he played and played how he practiced. He went hard in every single rep. You had Coach Fleck yell at him to tell him to slow down. And I think that's one of the better compliments to get. I'd rather get told to slow down than get sped up. But again, I have my teammates that push me every single day to go make me be the standard, and if I'm not that, they're going to hold me to it. So again, just wanting to hold that standard for my teammates and have a legacy from when I leave. You guys got like Adam Gasai. When he goes to practice, I gotta go as hard as I can. So again, it's just holding the standard and then creating a legacy for the D line.
Anthony, you're one of the leaders in on this thing. How do you work with the younger guys? Do you approach them or wait for them to come to you? Or what's your dialogue with them?
Well, as a leader, you gotta meet them where they're at. You don't expect them to be where you're at right now. Like I shouldn't expect some of the younger guys like Aiden to be where I'm at. So when I'm talking to him, being at his level, is getting to know who he is as a person. So again, just meeting him at where he's at, not where I'm at.
What's one on ones with Greg Johnson?
Greg Johnson, he's so versatile. He can play tackle. He can play tight end. I mean, not, not tight end, but he can play tackle, guard, and center. He's super versatile. So anytime they're getting any work with him, you can ask him, hey, can you go tackle? And he's going to go do that. Can you go to guard? And he's again, well, the way he anchors in the pass game. So he's always going to stay on your power and always going to force you to go take the outside, but you can always recover for that. So again, I think Greg Johnson's so versatile, and it's. Iron sharpens iron. He's really good.
Where are the biggest areas you've seen DJ Ship get better since the spring?
Oh yeah, DJ shit. He's a mug to go against. He's super strong. I think he benched like 430, and I was like, where the heck did this come from?
Is that more
Well,
than you?
heck yeah, that's more than me. But again, he's so strong, and when he puts the paws on you, there's some bear paws that are on you. So again, you have to create separation when you go against him. But again, he as a person off and off the field, he's such a great person. Then when he's on the field, he's like Ariante. If you don't bring your best, he's gonna put you on the ground and he's gonna tell you about it too. But it's really fun going against him every single day in practice. Again, it's just iron sharpens iron.
I don't know. What's a bug?
Like this a mean person. Like he's just like it's like a grizzled person. I think like again like Ariante. Like I remember going to practice being younger and being like, if I don't bring my A game, like he's gonna put me in the dirt and make fun of me. So again, and I think DJ Ship does the same thing.
Flag bestowed upon you today.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things you can learn from every practice. Obviously, you don't want to put the ball in harm's way, but gotta make accurate balls. Trust my playmakers to make the plays. Then, it's also a good thing. Our DBs made some good plays today, and I think that's what you want to see in camp too. Is it going back and forth? So yeah, I think it's a good thing.
Drake, how much of a benefit is it to practice against a defense that's got a lot of different packages and looks to help you get ready for the season?
Yeah, a lot. They do so much different stuff. DC is doing a great job, and they do a really good job with disguises, especially third down, first and second down as well. They hold their shell really good, so they're doing a great job with that, and it's really good. You know, camps. That's the point of camp: get better, grow, learn, so you're ready for week one.
Drake, PJ said that some practices got to grind through. Did this one kind of feel like that for you a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's not always going to be easy. I think that's a position you play at quarterback. It's not always going to be best stat line in the world. It's going to be dirty sometimes, and that's when you got to get out of your teammates, get out of yourself to keep going and pushing yourself to be better each and every play.
How do you navigate through the idea that you'd like to have a few more explosive plays, but as you said, you don't want to put the ball in harm's way? How do you continue decision making as to whether you want to force one downfield or not?
Yeah, I think just continuing to trust my pre-snap and post-snap looks. I think Coach Harbaugh does an elite job, you know, getting my head and my eyes in the right place every single play. I think when the shot's there, you got to take it. And our wideouts are really explosive, and our line's doing a great job holding up. So just continuing to trust my coaching from Coach Harbaugh and all the quarterback coaches, and just keep going.
You just said today was the first time AJ Turner's taken contact since he tore his knee out of Cal.
Yep.
How have you seen him grind to get to this point? What was it even having him back out there like?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, him and Joey Gerlach like tore their ACLs a little bit similar times, but a little different. So they were in there grinding every single day together. They ended up, you know, having a pretty cool relationship, seeing them, you know, grinding during the end of the season, and then obviously into winter and spring and summer. But AJ's been phenomenal. I think best thing about him is his headspace has been, you know, in a great spot. No complaining. You know, always a smile on his face. There for his teammates, and then obviously exciting to see him back out here. He's making a lot of plays, and he's going to be, you know, great for that running back room.
Got time for two more for Drake?
Are we at the point in camp now where you've gone against the defense for 17 straight days? Are you tired of the same scheme, the same guys, and how excited are you in 14 days? It'll be a blue color and not maroon on this field.
Yeah, you know, I think when you get into this point of camp, you got to keep stressing your mind mentally, because obviously you can get to that realm. But, you know, how this culture is, I think, you know, Coach Fleck does an elite job keeping us grounded. And, you know, obviously we are where we are right now, practicing against our defense. But, yeah, obviously, you know, when that week one game comes against Eastern Illinois, we'll be ready to roll.
Would you describe the levels of chemistry you have with some of the wide receivers that you have?
Yeah, all of them are making great plays. I think our wide receiver room is really, you know, top to bottom, pretty heavy. A lot of the freshmen are making a ton of plays, which is really cool to see. Really exciting. Even the guys that got here in June, which you don't always see. And then Noah, Jalen, Javon, Zion, Hayden, Quaid, all those guys are just making a ton of plays. And when you see that, it gives you a lot of confidence at quarterback. Just continuing to trust them, you know, one-on-one balls, letting them go make plays. I think that's how you become an explosive offense, and you just got to keep trusting them.
Hey Drake, how's that next level of learning? Not only completing the pass, did it go to the right receiver? Was it the right call? Did you read the receiver? So it's sort of that next level.
Yeah, for sure. I think, you know, as you get to this point, you got to keep being super hard on yourself about the, you know, really small details, because you can, you know, be comfortable saying it was a good ball, but, you know, how much better can you make that ball, or the little details with your wideouts, getting on the same page with them, and, you know, letting the O-line see it too. I think when the O-line gets to watch 7-on-7 on film and see the wideouts making explosive plays even when they're not around, I think that gives them some extra motivation too.